S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Gohan was released on January 2017 as a premium Bandai web exclusive and retailed for 4,600 yen or roughly $40 at the time of release. Unfortunately, with almost all Figuarts Dragon Ball releases, Super Saiyan Gohan is no longer available at retail and has since shot up significantly in price, going for as much as $150 to $200 on the aftermarket. So the original plan was to go through the old 1.0 figures as each Dragon Ball Super superhero figure rolled out. A review for the 1.0 base form Goku before Superhero Goku, 1.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta before Superhero Vegeta, you get the idea. But obviously that never happened, and we're almost now 4 figures deep into this wave with the new updated Ultimate Gohan on its way. So what better time than ever to go back and take a look at a figure I never reviewed but was always ready, shot in the can, but never uploaded on my channel. That figure, of course, is Super Saiyan Gohan 2.0 or Battle Damage Gohan or Final Battle Gohan, whatever you want to call him. But this will be the first review in a series of reviews I want to bring into my channel called Archive Reviews, where I'll go back, take a look at some older figures, mostly Dragon Ball, with the occasional non-Dragon Ball figure, but I thought it'd be a good chance for me to give you guys reviews on some figures that maybe I missed out on, or even if there is a review out there, maybe go back to it with fresh eyes and see if it still holds up, and most importantly, if it's still worth having in your collection. So Super Saiyan Gohan came out at a time when Figuarts was still kind of in their early stages of revamping the line. Tamashii have just given us an incredible release in Warrior Awakening Goku, followed up by an updated 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta and a 2.0, well actually no, it's not 2.0, but yeah, 2.0 Super Saiyan Trunks. So it was assumed that an updated Super Saiyan Gohan was sure to follow. But the version we got came as a bit of a surprise, as it wasn't just an updated version of the original Super Saiyan Gohan. This was a Battle Damage Final Bout with Cell version. Much like his father, Battle Damage Gohan was impeccably sculpted to represent how he appeared in his final fight with Perfect Cell. The half-torn gi just hanging off his belt, the rips and tears on his pants revealing his knees are just beautifully done. However, as well sculpted as the figure is, it does lack that same attention to detail with the rest of Gohan's exposed body. The biggest complaint a lot of collectors, myself included, is that the lack of any scarring or scuffing on Gohan's actual body. It doesn't necessarily need to be as heavily scarred up like Ultra Instinct Goku, but a few scratches here and there I think would have pushed this figure into almost perfect territory. Still, the figure definitely pops with its brighter purples and blues compared to the original release, which to be fair was based on the manga color palette, but unfortunately didn't translate as well to figure form. The one thing I love about this figure, again compared to the original, is the matte finish. This looks and feels like a premium quality action figure. The original was absurdly glossy, which if it had been only dulled down a little bit or used a matte finish plastic, would have significantly improved the overall aesthetic. Speaking of improvements, the head sculpts on Battle Damage Gohan have got to be some of the best in the line. Crystal clean faces, bright vibrant colors with that shading we all love, and we get 2 heads in the one figure, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Now at first glance, I thought the Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt was an exact repaint, just retooled to fit the new faceplates. But looking at it closely, the middle section is slightly resculpted and overall looks a little sharper than the original. I will say this though, the original, and like most of the 1.0 figures, had beautiful shading and painted detail everywhere, even right down to the hands, something that isn't necessary for all figures now, but it is sorely missed and appreciated looking back at those old figures. Alright, so let's take a look at the articulation. If you're not familiar with his body, I don't think they've used this body for any other figure. He shares Actually, he shares nothing with the old Gohan except maybe the feet. So there is some new. He's got that 2.0 leg articulation. The sculpt, the torso is broken up in two parts, whereas most of the actually all of the 1.0 figures have that just one solid torso there. But yeah, he's a bit of new and old. I can see them improving on this this figure when they do get around to doing it. But overall, he has some pretty decent articulation, and we're going to start off with the head. So Gohan does look up really well, and that's good for looking up at Cell, of course, or at Piccolo. He can bury his head into his chest very well as well. You've got some side-to-side head tilt, which is great. And of course, you have rotation. And again, that neck joint there really helps. He does have butterfly joints, but these butterfly joints don't really move forward and back. They kind of move, and you can kind of see here on the right shoulder here, they kind of move up and down. So Gohan has these ball shoulders, these ball joint shoulders, and he can bring his arms in a decent amount, and he does get a pretty decent Kamehameha pose as well. So it's not the best, but it does work. His shoulders move way past 90, which is great. You have a rotation there at the shoulder, upper bicep swivel, double elbows, and of course hinges and swivels at the wrist. So we do have an upper torso joint there, a diaphragm cut, but it doesn't get too much in terms of articulation. You can kind of see it there. You won't get too much, if at all, any ab crunch, which is a shame. He does get a little bit back. And we do get some waist swivel there as well. The belt here is on a softer plastic, I guess a rubbery piece there, so it's not gonna scratch up your paint. And the 2.0 legs, about that much in terms of splits, going sideways, and the full 180 back and front. We do have an upper thigh cut, double knees, and we do have those old ball joint feet there, which I don't like, and I hope they update. When they do update this figure, give Gohan some new feet, but they look good. There is some up and down movement, toe articulation, and again, because of that limited ball setup there, ball joint setup there, you're not going to get too much in terms of ankle pivot. That's pretty much it. So overall, it's decent. It's not the best, but still you're going to get some pretty good poses out of Battle Damage Gohan. Now, Gohan doesn't come with too much in terms of accessories. You get the essentials, I guess. No Kamehameha effect, which unfortunately I think would have been a no-brainer to include. In any case, Gohan comes with 2 fists, 2 open palm blast hands, 2 Kamehameha hands, 2 relaxed hands that you need, of course, for his iconic one-handed Kamehameha. And for faces, we get 5 in total that can be interchanged between his 2 forms, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Battle Damage Gohan has kind of been forgotten over the years, but it's still one of my favorite figures in the S.H. Figuarts Dragon Ball line. I think we've gotten 4 battle damage figures from Tamashii since, and every single one, in my opinion, have been straight up bangers. Warrior Awakening Goku, Final Battle Jiren, and the 2 Ultra Instinct Gokus. Tamashii, I think, have a knack for making beat up, worn and weathered figures, and if you missed out on this one, it's a figure I would definitely recommend you try tracking down. That is, of course, if you can find him for a decent enough price. I know Tamashii don't usually re-release web exclusives, but with all the Cell Saga stuff Tamashii have been putting out recently, a new 3.0 Cell Saga Gohan has to be on the way, right? I'm sure we will see more Gohan in the near future, now with his, I guess, comeback in the new superhero movie. I really hope to see more of Gohan in action, which will, again, hopefully, lead to more Gohan figures. So Tamashii, if you are watching 3.0 Cell Saga Gohan, please, right after you give us an updated Future Trunks, of course. Again, this is a fantastic figure that looks and feels incredible. My only complaint, and it's not the lack of scarring on Gohan's body, but it's that it's such a specific look, done so well, it really makes me want a normal, non-battle damage version. Tamashii again, get onto it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the first archive series of reviews. I have a couple of figures I'd like to take a look at down the line, but if there are any other older figures you guys would like me to review or I guess revisit, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, 2 more weeks until Ultimate Gohan, and I can't wait to get my hands on him and share my thoughts with him with you. But yeah, I know I'll love him, but you know. I'll see you all next week on Animated Heroes live stream. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things. Hope to see you all there. And again, let me know what you want to see for episode 2 of Archive Reviews. Take care, be safe out there, and as always, yoroshiku!